Level Up Your English, Level Up Your Life, English listening practice podcast on real life situations to help you learn naturally and improve in all areas of life. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Level Up English podcast, your go-to podcast to help you speak better English and level up your life through powerful stories and real-life conversations. Have you ever had a moment where someone asked you a question and your mind just went blank?
Or you knew exactly what you wanted to say, but the words came out all wrong, or just didn't come out at all?
You're not alone. Today, we're diving into a skill that can change how you communicate in English and in life. It's the art of thinking fast and speaking smart. I'm Grace.
And I'm Daniel, and today we'll share strategies to help you speak clearly, confidently, and intelligently, even when you're under pressure.
To make this conversation even more helpful for you, we've created a free PDF you can download. It includes comprehension questions, grammar exercises, and all the key points from today's episode, so you can follow along easily and continue improving your English as you listen. Simply check the link in the description to get your copy.
And don't forget to stay with us until the end. Our vocabulary expert, Samantha, will break down 10 powerful words and phrases that'll make you sound smarter in your conversations.
If you find this episode helpful, we would be truly grateful if you could subscribe to the podcast, give us a like, or share it with a friend who might benefit. Your support really means a lot to us.
Also, we invite you to visit our community post section. We regularly share extra grammar tips and helpful English practice activities there, all designed to make learning English easier and more enjoyable for you. So first, let's define what we're really talking about. Thinking fast doesn't mean rushing, and speaking smart doesn't mean using big or complicated words.
Exactly. It means being able to respond clearly, confidently, and logically, even when you don't have time to prepare.
Smart speakers are thoughtful. They listen, pause, and respond in a way that's structured and meaningful.
And thinking fast is about training your brain to stay calm, to process information quickly, and to organize your thoughts on the spot.
It's not magic. It's a skill, and that means anyone can learn it with the right tools and some practice.
And that's what we're here to share today.
Let's start with mindset. Fast thinkers don't panic. Instead of focusing on being perfect, they focus on being clear and staying calm.
A great way to start training your brain is to use frameworks. One of our favorites is the PREP method. PREP stands for point, reason, example.
Let's say someone asks, do you think social media is good or bad for society?
You could say, point, I believe social media has a negative impact. Reason, because it increases comparison and anxiety. Example, for example, studies show people who use Instagram often feel less happy. Point, so overall, I think it does more harm than good.
That's it. You've just given a smart, structured answer in less than 30 seconds.
And here's another strategy. Graceful filler phrases. These are smart-sounding phrases you can use to buy time while you think.
Instead of saying, or try saying, that's an interesting question. Let me think about that for a second. Well, one way to look at it is,
they sound natural and confident, and they give your brain a moment to catch up.
You can also practice something we call mental rehearsing. Imagine common questions you might be asked at work, in interviews, or even on a date. Think about how you'd answer them.
When your brain is already familiar with ideas, it becomes much easier to recall and express them quickly. And finally, this is a big one. Learn to pause. Don't be afraid of silence. It shows confidence. It gives you time to think, and it makes your words more impactful. Now let's talk about speaking smart. This isn't about using complicated vocabulary. It's about clarity, structure, and being engaging.
One technique is to mirror the listener's language. If someone is using formal vocabulary, adjust your tone slightly to match. If it's a casual chat, keep your tone light and friendly.
Smart speakers also use signposting. These are words or phrases that guide the listener through what you're saying. For example, first of all, let me give you an example. To summarize, on the other hand,
these help your listener follow your train of thought. It makes your speech sound organized. even if you're thinking on your feet.
And here's a secret. Smart speakers tell stories. A short personal example or mini anecdote can explain an idea better than a list of facts.
People remember stories. They connect emotionally. They make your point more compelling and relatable.
And one more thing, ask good questions. Smart communication isn't just about what you say, it's also about how well you listen and engage.
Asking a thoughtful question shows that you're curious, present, and thinking critically. Grace, we've shared so many great techniques, but none of them will stick unless you actually practice.
This is where the transformation happens. One of the best exercises is impromptu speaking. Give yourself random topics, a spoon on your table, a quote you saw online, or a what-if scenario, and talk about it for 1 or 2 minutes. Try using the prep method while you speak.
Another game changer? Record yourself. It might feel awkward at first, but it's one of the best ways to hear your pace, your tone, and how clearly your message comes across.
And if you can, join a speaking group. Toastmasters, a debate club, or even a casual English conversation group online can give you real-life experience and real-time feedback.
The more you speak in real situations, the faster you learn to think on your feet.
And for English learners, this one's crucial. Start thinking in English as much as you can.
When you stop translating in your head, your responses become faster and more natural.
And finally, get feedback. Ask friends, teachers, or language partners. Was my message clear? Did I speak too fast? Did my story make sense?
Feedback turns practice into progress.
And please, don't fear mistakes. Everyone stumbles. Everyone forgets words. Every awkward moment is just another step on your learning journey.
The most successful speakers aren't the ones who never mess up. They're the ones who keep improving. It's a journey, not a destination.
That was so insightful, Daniel. And now it's time to learn some of the key words we heard today. Samantha?
Hi English learners, I'm Samantha, and here are 10 smart-sounding words and phrases we used in today's episode. Let's break them down. 1. Articulate. To express ideas clearly and effectively. Example, she gave an articulate answer during the interview. 2. Coherent. Logical and easy to understand. Example, the prep method helps you give a coherent response. 3. Concise. Brief, but full of meaning. Try to keep your points concise when answering quickly. 4. Improvise. To speak or perform without preparation. Example, good speakers can improvise when needed. 5. Precursor. Noun, something that comes before something else. Example, active listening is the precursor to smart speaking. 6. Anticipate. To expect, predict something. Try to anticipate follow-up questions during a talk. Compelling. Adjective, interesting and convincing. Example, a short story makes your message more compelling. 8. Nuance. Noun, a small but important detail. Example, good listeners catch the nuance in tone and meaning. 9. Deliberate. Adjective, verb, done with intention or careful thought. Example, deliberate practice helps you improve faster. 10. Constructive, helpful and meant to improve. Example, always ask for constructive feedback on your speaking. Try using some of these words in your next English conversation or writing practice.
Excellent stuff, Samantha. Thank you.
What a journey this episode has been. For me, the biggest takeaway is this. Smart speaking is not a talent. It's a trainable skill.
Exactly. You don't have to master everything at once. Choose 1 or 2 techniques. Maybe the prep method, using smarter fillers, or practicing impromptu speech and make them part of your daily routine.
Be patient. Celebrate small wins. And most importantly, just keep going. And hey, our awesome English learners, don't let your learning journey stop here. Want to express your interests and passions with confidence? Learn how to talk about your hobbies in English and make real connections while growing your fluency. Click on this video now or explore more on our channel to keep leveling up your English.